to find us on the water, and that's better than being at work. We're up here below the dam again, and just trying to learn a little more about this water. Still pretty low. Not many people here. See one guy up below the dam again. But we'll give her hell and see what happens. Let's go fishing. Come on. Oh, you got a rat. Probably another catfish. We'll see. Coming in. Feels like a catfish. Yeah. We're near as big as the one the other day. Channel cat. Go swimming, buddy. Another little guy. Give me my lure. Get out of here. We got up in close by the dam and lost a whole bunch of lures because there is more fishing line, heavy fishing line, braid with, I don't know, heavy sinkers hooked in rocks, but it's like a web, and just about every cast you snag a line, and if you get lucky you can pull the line up and cut it out of your mess, but then the next cast you won't be able to. And with this light line I'm using, it just spilled lots of friggin' broken off lures, so we backed off a little bit. A little bit of current flowing there. Having a lot of I was throwing about a 3-inch swim bait on a jig and a paddle tail, and I was getting lots of short hits, so I'm going to assume that there's a whole bunch of them little catfish I was catching up in that area, and they're just can't get the whole thing in their mouth, but they're hungry, so they're eating at it. So we'll drift back down here where I had the crappie hooked, and maybe we can get into some more of them. Don't see a lot of fish on the surface this morning. A little bit of wind. Not terrible, but a little bit. And we'll just have to see what happens. I do see some big fish moving, and I seen something that I hadn't seen in here before, and that's big gar. And I mean, there's some big gar up in there below that dam. Craziness. Don't really want to hook into one of them with this light line. So we will try and avoid it. But at the same time, we want to catch fish, so. But you can bet if I do hook into one, we'll turn the camera on and find out what that's all about. And if I can land him, well, then that'll be a story to tell. We'll just have to see. The old osprey over here up ahead of me, up there fishing. Seen lots of them up in here. There's lots of bait fish, so I mean, sooner or later we're gonna screw around and catch one. Even a blind squirrel can find the nut. There we go. Wow. The old osprey just dragging his feet in the water. Don't know if he saw something and it submerged or what. Lots of cormorants up in here too. Alright, well, let's get back to it. Well, I guess I am to it, but we'll turn this off till we get one hooked.
I'll meet you back over on on the salient.
Spinning like a little blue. Alright. This one might make me smile. Set the hook and he started peeling drag. Well, he's coming in easy now. Ain't no telling. What we got? Well, here goes the drag. Come on, stay out of my propeller. Whoa, he's a little fighter. A little better. Come on now, give me that. What we got? Whew, we really set the hook on you. There we go. That's about the right size right there. They seem to be hiding up here in about 6 feet of water. They're not friggin', we're not gonna break no state records up in here, but for some reason this is where they are. The channel to my right is probably 11 feet deep. And the boat's in about 7 feet of water. Water temperature 73 degrees. And we're throwing just light 6-pound test line. And I'm back to throwing a little tiny, is a 16th ounce jig with an underspin, and just getting it down just off the bottom and bringing it back. Bounce it every now and then. Seems to do the trick. A lot of cormorants in the water up here. I don't really like them little guys because they kill a lot more fish than they eat. But I guess everybody's got their place in this world. Oh, coming up in some shallower water. Back when I was a kid, I always thought that you had to go catfishing at night. Of course, my dad raised me up and we were bass fishing a lot up in Michigan with live night crawlers, deep lakes and channels, or trout fishing. So I wasn't really doing the kind of fishing that I'm doing now to catch these cats. I just went over to catfish. And then, even then, I didn't change my ways to figure out how to do this. I kind of set my sights when I retired. And I wanted to figure out there it is, how to catch these catfish in the daytime on artificial lures. And that's what we're doing. Here comes another one. There we go. And that's the way that works. We ain't gonna set no trophies, but I surely won't argue with these guys. They're okay. Oops, somebody poked me. There we go. And that one we're gonna throw back. I don't like to keep them when they're real big, but I don't want to clean them when they're real small either. Anyway, what I was saying is I set my mind to figuring out how to catch these fish in the daytime on artificials, and amazingly enough, it's almost, to me, like you could catch them just on about anything. When I started fishing crankbaits for bass, I started catching them. I think I've had my best luck on these jigs, and I caught my biggest fish on artificials on jigging spoons in deeper water, especially in the fall. And I've really enjoyed it. I mean, this is you can't ask for a better fight. I mean, here I'm using, this is an ultralight rig. It's a C-Sear stream rod in an ultralight. It's a 5.5 foot rod, 6 foot rod. 2 feet. Oh, just had another bite. Missed him. an ultralight rod to cast these lightweight lures. And you fish 2-3 pounds, I mean, you got a good fight. There was another bite. Now, I surely like catching crappie. And I figured it out in a lot of places, and the way I fish, I managed to catch a few. But I don't do as well as some guys do, but I'm not going to use all this fancy stuff to find them either. I got a pretty decent Garmin that works. And when I'm in deep water, I can set the side like a sounder, and I can see my bait going down. But basically, I just find the fish and go for it. I think we got up in where the fish are. Probably need to back out a little bit. Water's been between 6 and 4 feet right here, and I was in 7 or 8 feet. Probably in on top of them now. But I don't know. I fished my whole life. Started fishing when I was really young. One summer I got to go up. I wanted to learn how to catch trout. We didn't have a lot of money. And my Uncle Victor, he gave me an old broken fly rod he had. It had about 4 inches of the tip broke off. It was an eagle claw. And I bought a little cheap reel and bought a new end for that rod and glued it back on. And I learned to cast with that. And my dad sent me up to my Uncle Wayne and my Aunt Bev's for a couple of weeks in the summertime. And they lived up on the Asable River in Michigan. And my cousin Brett and my Uncle Wayne taught me how to trout fish, paddle canoes. My Aunt Bev taught me how to tie flies, gave me my first fly tying vise, which not too long ago I passed on to a young feller who wanted to learn how to tie flies. So I taught him how and got him going, gave him some stuff and gave him that vise, and passed what my Aunt Bev taught me on to that young man. Of course, Dad's gone now, and Uncle Wayne's gone now, and it's just me. But I still love to fish. And I'm glad that they taught me all these things that I know. Spend time with the youngins and teach them. I think that's one of the best things you can do. We're slowing down a bit, I guess, so I'm probably going to shut this camera off again until we hook another fish. Now we're back up in this 8 feet of water, so. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Come on here, Mr. Fish. There we go. Get him out of there. There we go. That'll work. There. Yeah, buddy. Too much fun. No complaints for today. And I'd say we learned something about this little section of water anyway. Water right here. There's another one. Jeez Louise. Oop, missed him. I don't know how the heck that hit that little short thing that short. But drifted down a little bit from where I was catching them, just to see. there's something out there to hitting the tower out of it. Alright, we gotta fix that. It's all tangled up. All wrapped up in it, ain't you? There we go. Good Lord. Fought like a son of a gun at first. Now he's coming in, but he ain't. He ain't a baby anyway. Oh, yeah, don't break off. You bet. There you go. Woo! We'd take that one. Let's see what we got here. He ain't all tangled up. There we go. Well, I ain't got no complaints today, I'll tell you that. What in the world? Well, I'm not going to complain at all this time. I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch the video, see how many fish I caught. But I put 5 on the stringer. That's about all I want to clean. It was a good morning. The other guy that was here seemed to have left early. I see a boat up at the ramp. But it's about 9:45 and I'm gonna call it a day. Got no complaints. Got some fish in there. Water was moving a little bit. We'll come back and do something different next time. Maybe fish down the other way. See a lot of rocks down there. If there's any deep water around them, it might be pretty good. Anyway, if you like what you saw, like and subscribe. It'll help my numbers. I'll make you some more videos and it'll all work out. So till then, have a good day. I hope you're not working.